Hello and welcome to the Barbarian Investor Show. I'm Adam Jason and today I'm joined by Yves Benchimol, the CEO and co-founder of URP, the Universal Reward Protocol. Welcome, Yves.
Hello, Adam. It's a pleasure to be here.
It's good to have you. So URP, the Universal Reward Protocol, is a retail-focused technology solution. Can you give us a kind of background on yourself, maybe, and the origins of this project?
Sure. So I'm Yves Benchimol, the CEO and co-founder of URP. In 2015, I graduated from École Polytechnique, an engineering school in France, and UC Berkeley in entrepreneurship and applied math. And I started building my own company on the retail tech industry. And we built a technology to allow retailers and brands to detect, analyze, and identify shopper in store. So it was like a technology with sensor and AI technology combined to be able to analyze shopping paths and to better serve consumer with a better shopping experience based on the data of geolocation data in store. And we realized there are like two main pain points in the retail industry about how retailers and brands engage with consumer. And the first one was the only way to reward people is over the loyalty program and using the transactional data. But there is a lack of transparency around that, and there is also a lack of personalization on the coin they are giving to shoppers. And for the retailer side, it's impossible for them to interact with people outside of the loyalty program. And the only way they have to do that is like to spend millions of dollars with Facebook, Google to send targeted advertising, or also on TV advertising and magazine. And we think that we can build something on the blockchain to allow retailers and brands to engage directly with shoppers, even if they are outside of the loyalty program.
Okay, that sounds interesting. So it's kind of a retailer's dream because they want deeper insights into their customers, right? And using this big data and this new technology like Beacon and things that allow them to monitor where shoppers are gives them that kind of real penetrating insight. But I mean, big data is a kind of key talking point at the moment, largely for the wrong reasons, things like Facebook, and the misuse of data. So how does the URP protocol kind of create a fair and secure use of data for the end consumer?
Yeah, Adam, you're right. Basically, like retailers are very data focused, so they are rare to know how to analyze the data. But today, the only data they get is the transactional data. So we want them to be able to have data around social media, around in-store also, and also on e-commerce website. So we think that the blockchain can add value on the transparency around how the data is shared between retailers and shoppers, and the shopper can consent on the blockchain and send opt-in and on-chain. And this is a way, first of all, to be GDPR compliant and also to guarantee auditability for the shopper on the blockchain. Also, we on the protocol we develop what we call the proof of behavior data. So it's a cryptographic proof that the shopper realize some kind of behavior, like interact with the retailer without send any data on chain. Okay. And this is very important for the shopper that any personal information is visible to others.
Right, so the proof of behavior, just so I can understand that, is I'm walking down the aisle and I'm looking at, let's say, cleaning products, and something happens. For example, I stop and look at one product for a long period of time, 5-10 seconds. Yeah. It's something like that sends off a notification, and then I get an offer for that specific product, or?
Basically, it's kind of different. Like if a retailer wants you to visit his stores, he can just send you a coupons to visit his stores, and he has to know that you visit the store before giving the coupons to you. Okay. So the proof of behavior is just a cryptographic proof that you came in the store, but we don't know who you are and what you did in the store and when you came in the store. But it's just on the blockchain, I have like a mathematical and a cryptographic proof that you did the specific behavior, and which is in that case the visit of the store.
I see, okay. And the blockchain also, as I think you mentioned, allows you to store some information on-chain, i.e. publicly available or available for a large number of people to see, and then sensitive information can be off-chain, such as your name and
of course.
Things like that, yeah?
Of course. The goal is to have on-chain only the information that are not sensible and and not related to your persona. And this is like very important for shopper, of course,
Okay.
and also for retailers.
Sure, sure. So kind of, can you give us an example maybe of the retailers that you're working with? I know some very big French retailers, Carrefour, Auchan, that have a global presence. So can you give me an understanding of the kind of results that they're seeing?
Sure. So today we work with like many retailers worldwide, like Carrefour, Auchan, and Galeries Lafayette, and also some brands like Nestlé. And we prove our ability to be able to better target people based on the data in store. So we increase the conversion rate up to 50% of the campaign that they are sending compared to traditional campaign.
Wow.
We also prove our ability to be able to use that data to manage the layout of the store and to have better product placement in the store, etc. And this leads like to an increase of revenue for many brands and retailers.
Okay. So you're already helping them to figure out, how to best lay out the store in order to attract people to certain products and stuff.
Exactly.
Interesting. Okay. And finally, if we just touch on the kind of blockchain or kind of token element of it, there's going to be a token. Remind me the name of the token, the reward token?
URP.
URP, yeah. Okay. So the URP token, which is going to be central to the protocol, you're doing a fundraise, you're going to be selling these tokens. Can you give us kind of high level, details on the token sale?
So yeah, basically it's a way for retailers to have a token incentivization around the sharing of data between retailers and shoppers. And that token will be used like to reward shopper based on their activity in store, online and offline. Okay. And today we are conducting an ICO to be able to finance the development of the protocol, but also the scale of the technology. It's a protocol, so we are building an ecosystem, of course, of retailers and brands, of shoppers, but also of oracles that will be able to gather data on every channel of communication they can have with retailers. So the ICO we are currently in the private sale stage, and the ICO will end before the end of the year. The hard cap is 20 million euros and the soft cap is 5 million euros.
Fantastic. Okay, well, it's been great chatting to you, Yves. Thank you very much for coming in and best of luck with it.
Thank you, Adam.